Welcome to Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, streaming live on the internet at regionsports.com, facebook.com/regionsports, youtube.com/regionsports, and on Instagram Live. We come to you today from Portage High School as Region Sports Network presents coverage of a Newland boys basketball showdown as the Chesterton Trojans travel to take on the Portage Indians. I'm Andrew Miles. I'll have the play-by-play for tonight's broadcast. And joining me with the color analysis is Isaiah Grainsbury. Good evening, Isaiah. What an environment we're in right now between the Indians and the Trojans. You really feel this rivalry being renewed.
Yes, and Portage basketball has really renewed within the last couple of years. Chesterton obviously being at the top of the mountain for quite some time. And as one of the Portage alums just came up and mentioned to us, this type of hype inside a Portage gymnasium has not been this way in quite some time. So we should be in for a great one tonight.
You already got the band playing. The student section across the way is already starting to pack out. But Brian Klaus, he'd become the head coach of Portage just a few years ago. He's really ran away with it. And because of him, the Indians are back.
Yeah, Brian Klaus, he's done a great job. You know, he's had a great track record in helping improve programs and have them perform to their maximum potential, especially later on in the year. And Portage is no significant difference. You know, he actually took this team with a lot of young talent and has developed them, molded them, and that's not only a testament to him, but his coaching staff, but also the players. They're doing a great job, and looking forward to seeing it tonight.
And on the other side, a coach that has started something called the Golden Standard, that being Mark Urban of the Chesterton Trojans. He's trying to get them back on track to winning another conference championship. They're going to need some help from Valpo tonight. They're currently sitting at 3-2 in the conference. Crown Point leading the way at 4-1 and Valpo at 3-1. But they got Justin Sims back in their last game in their dominating victory against Mishawaka. It's good to have Justin Sims back.
Yeah, Justin Sims, who just recently was acknowledged on being a 1,000-point scorer, he's a huge asset to this team because he provides a presence inside and outside that teams just have a hard time matching up with. So to have him back in the lineup is going to be a scary sight for Portage.
Not only do you have to worry about Justin Sims, but of course you always got to worry about the leading scorer on the Chesterton Trojans, that being Tyler Parrish, coming in averaging 23.2 points per game. He's shooting 38% from three, 44% from the field, and he's also very efficient at the free throw line, 85%. This guy's the definition of a three-level scorer.
Yes, and Tyler Parrish, he's been doing this, it seems like forever. He's been on the varsity roster since being a freshman and just improved and improved and improved every single year. Probably going to be an Indiana All-Star and well attributed to it. And that's his success and all of the hard work he's put in, and looking forward to seeing him have a great one tonight as well.
Two teams are getting hot just at the right time. Chesterton Trojans have won 4 of their last 5 games. Their only loss within that span was a game at home against Warsaw when they didn't have Justin Sims. They lost by 11. But for Portage, they have won 4 of their last 6 with a dominating 89-38 win against Lake Station Edison. Everybody got in. What was working for them that night?
Yeah, Portage, they just have that knack for just working as a team. I mean, being able to shoot the three as well as they did, but also shoot 50% from the field is something that not too many high school teams are able to do in this day and age of fast-paced playing up and down high-pressure games.
Well, for the Portage Indians, they are no stranger to an upset. Fishers, the number 1 team ranked on Max Preps, has 1 loss. Isaiah, that loss was from the Portage Indians on a buzzer beater from Michael Wellman. So for Portage, if they get everything clicking, they're going to be a tough team to beat, especially in this environment already.
I mean, I know all the coaches in the DAC are glad that this isn't a double round robin situation anymore because you just can't take a night off. And then understanding that in a couple weeks we got the big draw, a lot of these DAC teams will be facing each other. So it's like you want to put all your cards on the table, but you want to keep a few of your heavy weighted cards in your pocket, and we'll probably see that tonight from both sides.
A couple of kings and queens up the sleeve going into March. We're going to take a quick break as Portage and Chesterton are warming up. The Indians trying to get their first win against these Trojans since February 10th of 2018. You're here watching Game Night in the region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, stew, and a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close!
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of service, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialists.
Shopping for a vehicle? Tech Credit Union is offering special loan rates on 2018 to 2024 cars, trucks, and Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Now's a great time to buy new, used, or refinance a higher rate loan for another lender. Let Tech Credit Union show why they're the better option for a vehicle loan. To learn more, visit techcu.org or call them at 800-276-TECH. That's 800-276-TECH. Tech Credit Union is an equal opportunity lender. Offer may end without notice.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
You're watching Game Night in the Region on the internet at facebook.com/regionsports, youtube.com/regionsports, and regionsports.com, as the Friday night forecast is brought to you by our friends at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. Tonight's forecast, it's a beautiful 51 degrees outside. You would not believe that is February 9th. It's starting to heat up a little bit inside of the gym here between Portage and Chesterton. Isaiah, I think we're in for a good one tonight.
Yes, we are. And as we mentioned before, these two teams, they just so well-rounded. You know, Chesterton, they've had their struggles, but at the end of the day, the experience that some of these young guys have on the Chesterton lineup just is unmatchable for some teams, you know. And for Portage, they have a group of young players who have experience playing the sectional championship as well. So in this type of environment, both teams are used to, so we should be in for a great one.
We're 2.5 minutes from the buzzer sounding on the scoreboard. But there was one player that I did want to bring up. I watched him play last week in their win against Michigan City in overtime. I was really impressed with him. That being T.J. Ray. Isaiah, this kid can shoot from anywhere on the floor. He's just a freshman. And get this, shooting 43% from three. Looks like that Coach Urban has got himself a good one with Ray.
Yeah, Coach Urban, he has a knack for finding those good guys early. And so Ray is just a all-around player. He kind of reminds me of actually, I correct myself, but Ray, he's just a great guy. And, I mean, he's a great player. He's able to get to the basket, able to shoot, and to be able to spread out that offense for Chesterton is huge because that gives more space for Parrish and Sims to go to work.
Well, Isaiah, you graduated from Hobart. You played basketball there. When you're in an environment like this, does it help you out as a home player? If you're on Portage right now, what kind of energy are you feeling before you head back to the locker room?
Oh, you're loving it. You got the band going, and Portage band, I really got to give a salute to them. We talked about it just a couple moments ago, how great they are, well organized, and just great sound just blasting in here. I mean, you feel like you're at a rock concert. And then for the student section, but environment-wise, you just love it. You love to see your student body coming to support. You see the dance team, the cheerleaders, the parents, all of them. And then you turn to the other side, and you see Chesterton, who historically travels very well. You see them, oh, my gosh. You know their adrenaline is pumping. You know they're going to be ready.
We're on the side of the Chesterton Trojans, a lot of yellow. And what would you say that is? Would you say that is maroon or burgundy type color, Isaiah?
Let's lean maroon.
We'll go with maroon. The maroon and gold on this side. And on the other side, we've seen a lot of red and white for the Portage Indians. And as Isaiah alluded to, it is a packed crowd tonight. You can definitely feel like it's a college atmosphere or that you're already in a sectional right now.
Yeah, and you mentioned it. This gym, that's one thing about Indiana gyms. They're all huge. And you really don't realize that until you step outside of Indiana and go to a high school game. Well, Portage High School, this gym is bigger than a lot of college gyms. For those who haven't been here before, it's a great environment. You got both bleachers on the sides of each basket, and then you got the bleachers on each side of the court, long ways, going directly up. I mean, and it's packed both sides. So it's going to be a great one.
Senior night for the dance and cheerleaders that for here at Portage High School as they are playing the fight song at the moment. The buzzer has sounded. We're getting close to the national anthem. And then after the national anthem, we will give you the starting lineup for both sides. Portage coming into this game at 11-8 on the year, 2-3 in conference play. They've been able to defend their home floor. They're 6-2 here in this gym, 4-5 on the road, and 1-1 in neutral ground. They went down to play in the Fishers tournament. And then for the Chesterton Trojans, they went 8-3 at home, so they've been able to defend their home court as well. But on the road, it gets a little bit dicier for them, Isaiah. Just 3-3 when they're 11-7 on the year.
Yeah, Chesterton, they've had their woes with injuries, and that's just something that every coach, they just flip a coin and hope that it doesn't hit them each year. And this is just Chesterton's year with injuries. But as I talked with Coach Irvin before the game, they're getting back healthy, so the sun will rise again in Chesterton very soon.
Well, it's time for the national anthem, so we are going to step aside momentarily, and we'll come back with starting layups and the opening tip-off as you're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
How far would you go to live another game night in the region? Well, lucky for you, you don't have to go far at all. At Region Sports Network, we have a collection of over thousands of games, ranging from last week to the 1960s. Now, you can relive the thrilling victories, heartbreaking defeats, and all the things that make Region Sports so great. Talk to us here at RSN and help us remember the region. Please visit Remember the Region with the link on the screen or through our link tree found on all of our social media platforms. Hashtag Remember the Region.
And we are back on the Region Sports Network. Andrew Mild with Isaiah Gransberry. We're in Portage, Indiana tonight. The Indians hosting the Chesterton Trojans as we get ready for the starting lineups, and we'll provide them for you right now. Going for the Chesterton Trojans, it will be Tyler Parrish, Justin Sims, Tobias Ray, or T.J. Ray, Jalen Watts, and then the enforcer, Nathan Nix. And then for the Portage Indians, their starting lineup, Omari Evans, the twins, Sam and Michael Wellman, Garrett Clark, and Jalen Johnson. Isaiah, after going through those 10 names, which one for you has really stood out?
Jalen Johnson. I mean, seeing what he's turned into over the last couple of years has just been very impressive. He was a very raw, talented big man coming into high school. You know, I believe he played JV in his freshman year, and now he's just been the X factor for Portage. You know, if he could grab at least 10 boards, they're in a good situation.
Well, Jalen Johnson, as you mentioned, Isaiah, he's averaging just over 10 points a game, and he's seen an increase in his rebounds, going from about 6.8 to 7.4. He's been efficient from the field, and he has 2 double-doubles on the year. And for Coach Klaus, he said he wanted Jalen Johnson to do one thing this year. That's tear the rim off.
Yeah, and he can do that. He will rise up. I wouldn't be surprised to see if Coach Klaus draws up a lob play to get this crowd into it, right, for Jalen Johnson.
Well, Jalen Johnson's going to go inside against Justin Sims. But we saw Justin Sims warming up. He did have something on his left leg. We don't want to speculate anything, but a game against Michigan City, it was very abrupt. Did not know that he was going to be out for the game until right before tip-off, where you looked over, and he was wearing his street clothes, not participating. But it is really good to see that he's back in action. Had a good 15-point comeback against Mishawaka. And for the Chesterton Trojans going forward, you know they love to have him back and at 110%. Isaiah, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Let's do this.
Let's have some fun. There it is, Jalen Johnson joining against Nathan Nix. Nix just slightly shorter than Jalen Johnson. Nix listed at 6'5", Johnson at 6'7". But Nix, he's not afraid of anyone. The only thing we're waiting for right now is one of the referees is pushing the ball cart off to the side.
Oh, we love our referees in Indiana. They do it all for us.
Good referee crew. They're ready to go. The fans are ready to go. I know we're ready to go. Let's get things going. Referee explaining the rules. He wants a nice clean one, you would assume. You already know that these two schools have been long rivals. Chesterton High School, located just 15 minutes away from where we are sitting. We've already seen the Chesterton student section off to our left. And Jalen Johnson wins that emphatically. Ball almost went out of bounds. But Portage will start with the ball, so arrow will go in favor of Chesterton as Portage gets into their first set. Evans gets it out to Clark.
Chesterton starting off in a man-to-man.
Here's Johnson, who came around the screen and left the shot short. Rebound by Clark. He's going for the fadeaway jumper, and that's pure.
Great fadeaway by Clark. Garrett Clark is a name we'll probably mention quite much tonight.
Kick into the corner, and there was some good press. Nix is wide open. That was easy.
Great ball movement. Justin Sims being able to attract the defense. As we mentioned, he will do a lot of. And dish it off.
3-ball, and that gets knocked down by Michael Wellman. A 35% three-point shooter. He had a hand in his face, Isaiah.
Yeah, Wellman, he is automatic. That's all those hours in the gym.
Low pass to TJ Ray, who was able to gather it. That's Justin Sims, number 4. Tyler Parrish setting up the offense. We mentioned in the pregame show, he's a high-level scorer, 23 points per game. Had a good game against Michigan City. The ball poked away, but a foul will be called. Chesterton fans in front of us like the call. The Portage student section, not so much.
Justin Sims did a great job getting his positioning early, and being able to do that forced Jalen Johnson to have to get out of position and reach across his body to foul Sims.
Justin Sims committed to Marion down in Indianapolis, right across the street from Butler University. Sims for 3. No. So all the hands go up in the air from the Chesterton fans, but Sims not able to knock that one down, but you don't want to give him too many looks like that. Johnson goes up, and Johnson gets fouled. There's a nice pick and roll game by Portage to set up the foul there.
Pick and roll and using his body positioning to continue to seal off Sims and get to the rim and draw the foul. Unfortunately, he couldn't finish that three-point play.
Johnson shooting 69% from the line. The first one goes up and goes down. Jalen Johnson, a senior, listed as both a power forward and a center. And for Portage, they are missing one center, that being Cabrian Banks. He's out for the year with a broken fibula and tibia. So hopefully he'll be back on the floor soon in the future. Both free throws were good by Jalen Johnson. So it's 7-2, 6:26 to go in the first quarter. And there's the press from Portage here. And a 3, TJ Ray. And TJ Ray, you can't leave him open. A 3-point layup to make it a 2-point game again.
TJ Ray, we talked about him before the game. That's going to be a name that's going to spread the floor for Chesterton and possibly bring a lot of good noise.
His 33rd made 3 this season, shooting 43%. Some good ball movement. And, that was pretty. The shot just didn't go in. But if you're Coach Klaus, that's something you can build off of.
Every coach's favorite possession is when a team can get the ball from one side of the floor to another side of the floor. That was a close one right there.
We thought there's been over and back, and look who's wide open, Jalen Watts on the block. Could went to the concession stand, he came back, he was so wide open, and we're tied. A 5-0 run by the Trojans responding, and a travel will be pinned on Evans as that left foot slid just a little bit, and a turnover by the Indians, and the Trojans, they could go on a big run right here.
Yeah, Trojans got to probably execute, or look to execute, as much as they can, because there's not going to be too many empty point possessions from either side tonight.
Well, Isaiah, I don't know if I'm having more fun watching the Indians and the Trojans duke it out on the floor or these student sections talking back and forth. The trash talk, it's going on out here.
Hey, primetime Indiana, we got March right around the corner, and that's honestly where the best basketball in the country, I say that with a lot of bias, is played, and that's right here in Indiana.
Well, the old saying goes, Isaiah, that Massachusetts invented the game. Indiana, they just took it and perfected it.
Yes.
We talked about the big gyms in the state of Indiana. 8 of the top 10. And that's intercepted by Portage. They're getting down the floor, and there's a nice layup. The bucket by Michael Wellman. He's up to 5 points. Pass down low, Nix, and he puts it in. Back and forth we go, like a heavyweight championship bout. Portage will set up on offense. They're trying to get it down low to Sam Wellman.
The reason why they can't is because Chesterton is fronting the post.
Clark had the ball knocked away by Watts, and he goes up for the shot, and the foul looks like it's going to go on Nathan Nix down low. That's the second foul on Chesterton, the first on Nix, and that will send Clark to the line. Clark really the all-around player for these Portage Indians, averaging 9 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. But also, he's a good shooter, 41% from the field, 91% from the free throw line. So if he goes to the charity stripe, there's a very good chance he'll knock them down.
Hey, somebody you want to keep away from it.
Well, I want to make sure he made that second one, and then want the broadcaster's jinx to kick in. Packed night of action across the DAC. Portage and Chesterton here as another steal. There's Clark getting his hand in there, and that's your Bricklayer Local 4 best hands in the business, as it was Michael Wellman who couldn't convert on the three, the transition three. Really haven't said this name too much, Tyler Parrish. But for Coach Urban, that must be a good thing, meaning that other players are making plays. But you see the double team already on Parrish. Yeah. They're going to force them to beat him with somebody else.
That's every team's goal. Get the ball out of Parrish's hands. Make somebody else beat you, even if it's Sims.
Well, Justin Sims right there just beat Jalen Johnson. That's not an easy shot, but he made it look easy. Tossing it up over the 6'7" center and then banking it in, kissing it off the glass. 11-11. And looked like a bad pass that just slipped out of the hand of Wellman, and the shot was missed. Watts able to regain the 50-50 ball, kick it out. TJ Ray, can he do it again? Yes, he can! His second three-pointer in this first quarter, and he knew that was going in.
TJ Ray.
That's a name that's going to fear teams in this area for the next 3 years. And that doesn't hit anything. Evans with an errant shot. Going down the floor, Ray, and TJ Ray, the freshman, up to 8 points. Not afraid of the 6'7" center, going right at him. Evans, Johnson has a shot go over the backboard, but he gets hit. And another Chesterton Trojan will be tagged with a foul. And who is it?
Looks like Justin Sims.
Yeah, it is Sims, and that's Sims' second. Well, that's going to put a wrench into the plans of Coach Urban, seeing his star senior get his second foul already with 2:47 to go in the first quarter. Johnson already to the line tonight. He's 3 for 3 to get things started. As Sims is going to go off the floor, so is T.J. Ray. Coming in is Anthony Gonzalez and Rob Charnetsky. Johnson's second free throw attempt is up and good. So he's 4 for 4 to start tonight. And Isaiah, if Portage can keep getting to the line and knocking down those shots and getting those starters into foul trouble, might be a tough night for Chesterton going forward.
Yeah, that'd be really ideal for the Indians.
The Brother Rice transfer. Anthony Gonzalez kicking it out to Parrish. Parrish getting the screen, kicking it to Watts. Watts sets his feet. No. A little offline there. That could have tied our game up at 16. Pull up 3 in transition, and that's left a little short. Starting to see the modern day basketball kicking in. Both sides tossing up threes. Watts driving the lane. It's knocked away by Jay-Sean King, who just checked in for the Indians. Parrish going to his right, getting guarded very tightly by Clark. Clark has a tough assignment. He knows it. He's trying to live up to it. Parrish has not scored yet. That's a long pass. Completed to Watts. Charnetsky back to Parrish.
Great ball movement by the Trojans, being patient.
What I'm noticing right now, Isaiah, is the Portage defense really blitzing Tyler Parrish and forcing him to stand by that half-court line. The problem is I think he can make shots from out there.
Yeah. There's not too many spots on the court he can't make shots from.
He went for the crossover, didn't like the shot there. As he's going to call for another ISO, slow it down. They have held on to the ball for a long time, really taking Portage's fans out of it. Charnetsky's going to take his shot, and Charnetsky's going to knock it down. Not only does he have some great hair, but also has a great jump shot. We're tied.
The flow
of this game, we're going to see a lot more threes being tossed up as Clark was wide open. He missed, and then Dalen Powell, the 6'3" junior, picks up his first foul. (19-13) Chesterton leading against Portage. Trying to extend this winning streak against the Indians and stay above 500 in the conference play. You can really be helping themselves out with Crown Point and Valpo duking it out tonight out in Valpo. That'll be a good game to follow.
Yes, it will.
Parrish with a spin move. Gonzalez will take a 3, and it goes in and out. Looked like he was going to go down, but it then rimmed out. Portage was able to corral the rebound, and Johnson's going to take his shot, and Jalen Johnson celebrates going down the floor. Jalen Johnson really stepping up. Here's Parrish from the parking lot. No. And there's a good rebound by Portage. They could tie this game up right before the end of the first quarter. Less than 20 seconds. Johnson hit the back rim. Parrish hitting the floor. Chesterton asking for a foul. Spin move. Kobe. Shot up. It goes in. And it's a charge.
What a great play right there. Parrish got, potentially you could call it out-hustled in the possession or the action prior. Gets up off the floor. Goes right back and takes that charge. That's the type of stuff that you just can't coach up. And that's the skill he has, and that's why he's going to be very successful at the next level.
8.3 seconds. Tyler Parrish, only one shot in this first quarter. And he's trying to get it to Gonzalez. Ball was deflected away. Gonzalez shoots it. No good. Charnetsky trying to put it back in at the buzzer, but he left it short. The buzzer sounds off, and we have gone through one quarter of play. Certainly an exciting one, but Chesterton will take a 3-point advantage into the second quarter as you're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Blythe's Athletics in Valparaiso, whose team has been serving your team since 1959, is a leader in athletic apparel and equipment sales. Whether it's off the rack or customized to your specifications, Blythe's has the products and staff to serve you best. trophies, embroidering, screen printing, athletic shoes. Anything you're looking for, you'll find at Blythe's. Visit them today at teamblythes.com, where the athlete shops.
Centrally located in downtown Indianapolis, the Hampton Inn is just steps away from Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Situated at 105 South Meridian Street, shopping, restaurants, entertainment, and many Indianapolis attractions are in near proximity. Hampton Inn has much to offer, including a hot breakfast, high-speed internet access in every room, as well as a gym fitness center. For reservations, the number is 317-261-1200. The website is hamptonin3.hilton.com. Hampton Inn, Indianapolis, downtown.
Welcome back to Portage, Indiana. As you're watching Game Night in the Region on the internet at facebook.com/regionsports, youtube.com/regionsports, Instagram Live, and regionsports.com. Isaiah Gransberry joining me. I'm Andrew Mild. And Isaiah, 1 quarter of play through. We're into the second quarter. It's getting ready to set for more action here. And I got to say, high-paced action, this is exactly what we were looking for.
High-paced action, everything that we're looking for, but it's still surprising that, as we mentioned toward the end of the first, that
steal, Wellman down the floor, and Wellman, great defense leading to easy transition offense. That will make a coach smile.
Yes, it will. As we were mentioning earlier, Parrish only has one shot on the game, and that's a tribute to how this Portage defense is just flying around right now.
Jalen Johnson got his hand caught in the cookie jar, going for the basketball, trying to poke it away from TJ Ray, but instead he'll get his second foul. And Jalen Johnson, who scored 7 points in the first quarter, will head to the bench, and so will Dalen Powell. Checking in Garrett Clark. And the other Wellman brother, two Wellmans, Sam and Michael, they're twins, both juniors. And for Michael Wellman, who's 6'5", he's already got 3 different offers to play college basketball.
Yeah,
from Grace, Bethel, and Huntington.
It's impressive. I mean, it's the hard work, and those are some great NAIA programs. We talked about it before the game. There's a lot of good quality basketball in lower level, especially NAIA, and especially in NAIA schools in Indiana. I'm sure I look at the facts, and within the last 10 years, there's been a significant number of Indiana schools winning the national tournament for NAIA.
So no matter if you're in high school or college, you come to Indiana, basketball has to be your sport. Nice pass. And for the Chesterton Trojans, they were looking for that. The Portage defense was really giving them some fits to start it off. As going down the lane is King. He goes back out. They set up a 3. It's off the front rim. And there's Tyler Parrish soaring up to grab that rebound. He's averaging 3.2 per game.
I'm surprised without the presence of Sims that Portage doesn't try to drive in the lane more.
Parrish from way downtown, and he only hits glass. As you can hear the Portage student section chanting air ball. I thought an air ball was you didn't hit anything.
Yeah.
I thought glass counted.
I don't think that was an air ball.
Maybe
might
for
be
me.
wrong.
Maybe for me in the front yard it counts. Up and under, and a little bit too long as Michael Wellman had it hit off the rim and down into the arms of their waiting Trojans. Chesterton getting into their offense. Again, as Isaiah mentioned, Justin Sims got into foul trouble early. Haven't really seen him for quite some time now. Watts trying his luck, and Jalen Watts has his shot fall short. Portage, this is a team that really likes their defense. The holding team to just 50 points per game. They spin around, fade away, and Amari Evans cuts that Trojan lead to just 1. It's 21-20.
Amari Evans, the junior, he's come a long way as well. Portage being able to have a guard to bring up the ball and take care of it, but also make plays when needed, is exactly what keeps this team on track.
Evans averaging 11.5 points per game, but shooting 80% from the field. It really shows you that when he gets his looks, Isaiah, they're going to get knocked down. And he got his look from the mid-range. A lost art, as some coaches would tell you. Everyone wants to shoot the 3 ball. The Steph Curry effect.
Yes.
Well, Chesterton really having the play from about the volleyball lane every time they come down the floor as Jalen Watts having a hard time getting it to somebody. Clark versus Parrish. Parrish backing him down. In and out game. And the three goes down. Jalen Watts for three.
In and out game is the best way to hit a three-point shot, young people out there.
Well, Garrett Clark with a nice bounce pass. That's textbook as Wellman soars in with the left hand and responds after the three from Watts. Man, oh man, this has been fun to watch. Chesterton and Portage. Big rivalry here on the region. Thank you for tuning in. Parrish, head of steam. Gonzalez with a high release. And that's an air ball, and that's an over the back. Nathan Nix, not afraid to pick up a couple of fouls. He's going to battle for every rebound down low. And Isaiah, some of the best teams we've seen across college and NBA, you always need that one guy that's willing to do the dirty work.
Yes. And Portage is making Nix work for it and doing a great job at it so far.
Nix is the third different power forward to start this year for Chesterton behind Charnetsky and Sutton, but he's really ran away with it. He's the third, he's one of three seniors. And Gonzalez diving on the floor, knocking it away. Portage able to regain it. A sigh of relief. Portage has an opportunity to tie this game or take the lead. They're trailing by 2. They're slowing it down, allowing the offense to develop. Oh, nice crossover on Gonzalez, but the shot is no good. $1 million move with a 10-cent finish. Man, that was a mean crossover.
You're generous saying 10 cent. I think that was no cent right there.
Well, you got to give him some change back, I guess you would say. Because you got everyone excited on the Portage side for crossing up Anthony Gonzalez. TJ Ray had a good first quarter. He goes with a spin move going baseline. And a foul is going to stop. And looks like they pinned TJ Ray
with the hook.
Yeah, it really was a quick explanation by the referee. Isaiah on top of it. You can tell that he was a player in his day. You ever get caught with that?
Yeah, the hook is hard because you just get defensive, especially me being a football player playing basketball. You know, I just wanted to protect my body at all times, so I see myself using the hand as if I'm running the ball.
Wellman on the pick and pop, and Wellman hits the front rim as he goes down the floor communicating to his team. The two Wellman brothers, highly sought after already across the state as an and one. Jalen Watts muscling it in and putting the shot down. He'll go to the line for an old-fashioned three-point play.
That's it. Look at right there, Jalen Johnson just bullying his way through and getting the monster finish. What a great focus he had on the rim right there to get that and one opportunity.
You can tell Jalen Watts has not missed any days in the gym. The way he was able to muscle up against those Indians down low.
Good balance of leg day and arm day for sure.
Can't miss leg day as he can't convert on the three-point play. His shot had too much spin on it, went out. Clark took baseline, lost the ball for a moment, swing pass, and a three goes down for number 3, Amari Evans. Just when you thought Chesterton could pull away and go on a big run, Portage puts a damper into things. Parrish looking for a step back, but he's been awfully patient tonight, not forcing any shots. Got to respect it from the senior. Gonzalez way out by the DAC logo, right in front of us. TJ Ray runs over Amari Evans, and Evans clapping his hands in celebration. Amari Evans doing it on offense, now doing it on defense.
I love it, and I also love the fact that that's the second charge we've seen in the first half. That's pretty impressive for a high school basketball game.
You being a former coach, I know it puts a smile on your face.
Yes, it does. That means that both teams are looking to do whatever it takes to get the W.
Putting the body on the line for just to get the W tonight. Clark down the lane, setting up for another three, and Portage takes the lead. Jay-Sean King. Every single Portage Indian that's on this side of the floor clapping their hands in unison. They are pumped up, and that might be an understatement. Under 90 seconds to go in the first half. Charneski has to go off his hands and out of bounds. The Portage Indians are feeling all the energy right now as Lady Momentum is wearing white and red, Isaiah. Wellman coming down the floor, handing off to Clark. They've gone on a big run to take a 28-26 lead. Getting close to just 1 minute to go. Thank you for joining us on the Regent Sports Network, the only game in town. Beat it down low. Wellman, spin move, put it through the spin cycle, and gets to the cup for two.
Great move. Great job reading his defender as his defender fell for the pump fake to go in, so he spun out and got the finish.
An 8-0 run for the Indians. They lead by 4. And another thing we need to mention, I'm not seeing Justin Sims this entire second quarter. Coach Urban is having his senior sit the bench at the moment.
And I'm not surprised with that decision. Chesterton, their young guys have been playing well. Get them some big game experience. This is going to pay dividends for them come sectional time.
Parrish trying to shoot around 4 Indians, and the shot got blocked, and then Parrish fouls Wellman. The third foul on the Trojans. And that's a good veteran move. Now you have some time to digest it. He was trying to slow down the fast break.
Yeah, and let's go back to that play by Wellman a couple possessions ago. Just the fundamentals to understand where his defender is and use his body to his leverage, just phenomenal.
12 seconds. Portage is going to have an opportunity to extend their lead. This is their largest lead already. They're up by 4. Wellman backing down Charneski. Double team as Watts is there to help. And it doesn't matter how many Trojans are down there. Wellman is too strong. They lead by 6 going into the locker rooms. Man, that's a 10-0 run to cap off the first half for the Indians.
Good energy. We mentioned Chesterton, Portage, they haven't beat Chesterton in quite some time. But having Chesterton on the ropes tonight.
Well, we are going to step aside and we'll come back momentarily for the halftime show where me and Isaiah will discuss the meat of the matter. So don't go anywhere as you're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Centrally located in downtown Indianapolis, the Hampton Inn is just steps away from Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Situated at 105 South Meridian Street, shopping, restaurants, entertainment, and many Indianapolis attractions are in near proximity. Hampton Inn has much to offer, including a hot breakfast, high-speed internet access in every room, as well as a gym fitness center. For reservations, the number is 317-261-1200. The website is hamptonin3.hilton.com. Hampton Inn, Indianapolis, downtown.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I've received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, stew, and a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of service, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialists.
And we are back for the halftime show. Andrew Mild and Isaiah Gransberry, thank you for watching Game Night in the Region on the internet at facebook.com/regionsports, youtube.com/regionsports, Instagram Live, and regionsports.com. And Isaiah, we have a lot to talk about. That first half for us, quite shocking. Portage going on a 10-0 road to send us into the locker room. And I got to ask you, what is the meat of the matter? What is the difference maker for Portage to be leading by 6 points?
Well, the biggest thing is Justin Sims in foul trouble.
Yes.
Portage is taking advantage of that by leveraging Michael Wellman and Sam Wellman, both finding different mismatches in the post and getting to the basket, and that's played a huge factor in allowing them to get some consecutive buckets, get some good momentum going for them in the second quarter.
You and I have a lot of high praise for Chesterton heading into this one. They're still a very good basketball team. They've proven time and time again to be a second-half team. But why are they trailing?
Chesterton is trailing because they're just not able to keep Portage off those blocks. The size advantage that Portage has on Chesterton, it helps them. It helps Portage. but it puts Chesterton at a disadvantage. So if they could apply some more pressure on the guards and force the guards to make tough passes to the wings and corners and inside, I think they'll be good. I mean, 6 points isn't that much.
Well, player for me that has really been the meat of the matter and the difference maker tonight has been Amari Evans. He was the one that really kick-started that final run for Portage. He hit that open three, and on this side, he took that charge. And then after that, Portage just started rolling. It's like everything started clicking all at once, and sometimes all it takes is to knock down a shot and put your body on the line to get everyone else behind you.
Yeah, and with that being said, it's just a matter of using your surroundings to help you get the best opportunity, and he's done a great job with that for sure as well.
Well, what also Portage has also done a very good tonight is slowing down the two stars. You already said it. Justin Sims got in the foul trouble, did not play a single second in the second quarter. Tyler Parrish, though, he's had to navigate his way through traffic. They've been sending 2-3 different players up by the half-court line and forcing them to try and facilitate the offense from out there.
Yeah, and Chesterton needs Tyler Parrish to get going for them to feel not as shaky heading into the second half. But also, if guys like Tobias Ray keep showing up, they're in a pretty good shape to continue on and make this a game in the second half.
For Chesterton, their scoring does improve when they get into the second half. Neither side is on the floor just yet, as we saw the winter dance of Portage be announced their court. So congratulations to whoever won. Of course, we're up here talking basketball, not really paying attention. But we will step aside, and then we will come back as the clock is locked at 3 minutes. But we'll be right back on the Region Sports Network as you're watching the only game in town.
Shopping for a vehicle? Tech Credit Union is offering special loan rates on 2018 to 2024 cars, trucks, and Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Now's a great time to buy new, used, or refinance a higher rate loan for another lender. Let Tech Credit Union show why they're the better option for a vehicle loan. To learn more, visit techcu.org or call them at 800-276-TECH. That's 800-276-TECH. Tech Credit Union is an equal opportunity lender. Offer may end without notice.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
How far would you go to live another game night in the region? Well, lucky for you, you don't have to go far at all. At Region Sports Network, we have a collection of over thousands of games, ranging from last week to the 1960s. Now, you can relive the thrilling victories, heartbreaking defeats, and all the things that make Region Sports so great. Talk to us here at RSN and help us remember the region. Please visit Remember the Region with the link on the screen or through our link tree found on all of our social media platforms. Hashtag Remember the Region.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Centrally located in downtown Indianapolis, the Hampton Inn is just steps away from Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Situated at 105 South Meridian Street, shopping, restaurants, entertainment, and many Indianapolis attractions are in near proximity. Hampton Inn has much to offer, including a hot breakfast, high-speed internet access in every room, as well as a gym fitness center. For reservations, the number is 317-261-1200. The website is hamptonin3.hilton.com. Hampton Inn, Indianapolis, downtown.
And we are back, getting ready for the second half of play. Isaiah Gransberry off to my right. I am Andrew Mile here on the play-by-play. Hopefully you enjoyed that beautiful weather today, and now just relaxing and watching some really good hoops. Portage took a 10-0 lead into the locker room, and they're leading by 6 points. And for Chesterton, they're going to have Justin Sims go out there, and he's going to have some fresh legs. He might be the difference maker, Isaiah, when you get back out there and going up against these Portage Indians.
Yeah, I love the coaching move by Urban to just sit Sims down, let your young guys get some experience, let them get their feet wet in this type of environment, and then give Sims the freedom to play with 3 fouls for the rest of the second half. I mean, I love that coaching move right there.
Listening to Sweet Caroline, almost like we're at a Boston Red Sox game. But you mentioned the environment. One of the big parts of it has been the band that's up behind the basket to our left, but nobody's up there right now. So you have to wonder if maybe it's going to be a little bit more quiet for the Chesterton Trojans to start off the second half. They may have to race up there and try and get the band going. All right, well, Porter's going to start for the ball.
Yeah, the band has to go take their break and sign their autographs too.
Hey, they're working hard.
Yeah.
All right. You ever learn how to play a musical instrument, Isaiah? Because I know I tried.
I was actually in band. I talked about this the other day with a couple friends. I played the trombone. It's a fun fact that a lot of people don't know about me, but I still have my trombone to this day.
Not only a maestro on the floor, but also a maestro with the music.
Exactly.
Ball on the ground. There's some best hands in the business. Bricklayer Local 4. Join Bricklayers Local 4 and start building your career today. Visit baclocal4.org to find out more. The steal there from Chesterton is they also got the jump ball, so the arrow will flip for the Portage Indians. They were wiping some sweat off the floor. And Chesterton, after just 23 seconds into the second half, showcasing their defense, they're having TJ Ray bring the ball up the floor. There's Justin Sims, who's down low, and Parrish had the ball poked away by Jalen Johnson. Johnson also noted he's in foul trouble. He had 2 fouls in the first half. He sat for the last 4 minutes. So some star players in the foul trouble early. Is really a battle between Tyler Parrish and Michael Wellman, as Wellman capped off that 10-0 run by putting on a good post move against 2 different Chesterton Trojans and banking it in. Watts to Sims. Sims slid a little bit. Amari Evans called for the foul. And it's a good thing that Justin Sims is all right. Found a wet spot right by the elbow there. And Chesterton will inbound it from behind the basket. But Portage's defense, Isaiah, I was really impressed with the way they were able to stifle Tyler Parrish. And then you get Justin Sims off the floor, it's a little bit easier. All the Chesterton fans are wanting the foul as Sims' shot misses everything. They're looking for a foul on Wellman, that being Sam Wellman, but nothing there according to the men in the striped shirts. Speaking about Wellman, here's a 3, and he has not been able to splash down any 3-point opportunities thus far. He's 0 for 4 to start it off.
Yeah, and it looks like Chesterton actually is surprising not to see it on this possession as I'm mentioning it, but Tyler Parrish from Chesterton has been getting face guarded this entire quarter. So you wonder how long they're going to keep that up, because that's going to be some work. That guy knows how to move.
TJ Ray was wide open, nobody near him as he missed the shot. Sims saved it, but it was Evans there. Johnson down the lane. Oh, what a pass. in stride. Jalen Johnson converts with the left hand. 8-point lead for Portage on their home floor. And the Portage student section is letting Chesterton hear it on the other side.
Let's go back and look at that play by Jalen Johnson. Way to run the floor. When a big man can run the floor like that, you know that it's going to give positive results. Chesterton's lucky he didn't put the house down on that one.
If he would have tore the rim off, as Coach Klaus has wanted him to do all year, the roof probably would have fell off.
Yeah.
How loud it would have gotten. Chesterton spreading out on the perimeter. Parrish getting the screen, getting double teamed. Back out. Watson a three in the first half. He feeds Nix down low. A battle of the big men. And the man down low is not able to convert the shot. Went for the baby hook there. Couldn't hit the shot over Johnson. Clark pull up from the mid-range. It's a little long. Watts brings it down. Watts pushing it. Trying to get the tempo up a little bit. TJ Ray going to slow it down after catching it in the corner. Watts going to his right. Muscling into the lane, and his shot is off. Nix setting his feet. He's going to try his shot, and that's way off. Chesterton struggling to shoot from three, which is shocking considering they shot 48% in their last game, which was against Mishawaka, where they got the win. It was really a 3-and-D type day. And Garrett Clark from the mid-range, a mid-range maestro, if you will. And don't look now. Portage is leading by 10 points.
Just like that. Getting the crowd into it with them. To this point, holding Chesterton to a shutout as well in this second half. That's a good sign for the Portage faithful in attendance.
Be one of those moments you'd be looking over at the monitor to see just how long it's been since Chesterton hit a shot. You're right, Isaiah. That's a really good point. They have been coming up empty on this side for quite some time now. They're trying to get it to Sims, see if he can get going. And Sims has drawn back-to-back fouls on this possession. And it looks like that's what Coach Urban is trying to do, is draw some fouls, stop the clock, and see if Justin Sims can get you back into this. Foul on to Michael Wellman. His second, and already the fourth on the Portage Indians. One more, and Chesterton will be in the bonus. First free throw good. Making it a 9-point game. Still no sight of that Portage band section. Just a few members. Must be their lunch break.
Yeah, that's it.
Sims getting ready for another free throw attempt. Sims on the year, shooting 60% from the free throw line. He converts both of those. So Chesterton on the board for the first time in this second half. Still no field goals yet, but in time. Johnson, cross-court pass. Evans to Wellman, the Clark. Clark, nice move around Sims, and Clark tosses the shot up. The spin on the ball makes it go down, back to a 10-point game.
Great fundamental drive right there. Way to square up his shoulders and get the finish. Good job, Wellman.
Watts squared up his shoulders for a three, and it's still no good. Clark, alley-oop, no! Jalen Johnson soared through the air as Garrett Clark says, my bad. And from the looks of it, Isaiah, Jalen Johnson, if he would have gotten the proper feed right there, that rim might have come off.
Yes. Yes, it would have.
I've been sending that clip to ESPN tonight. Got in the top 10.
Klaus is saying Johnson should have jumped higher right there.
It must be the shoes.
Yeah.
Sims, three. Sims, no. Jalen Johnson's pulling it down, averaging 7.4 rebounds a game. Step back, three ball on the way. Three ball goes down. Amari Evans, 13-point lead.
Let's note, Chesterton has not had a field goal.
And a block. Shot did not go down. Sims to the line. And a foul on Wellman. You really hear the Chesterton fans applauding in approval. They like the call. But for the Portage fans on the other side, they're a little upset there, as they're going to wipe some sweat off with a towel. But Garrett Clark, he's wiping up the sweat. He's done a little bit of everything tonight, Isaiah. I've been really impressed with the junior shooting guard. He's an all-around player, and he's really showcasing it tonight with his scoring ability, the way he's been passing, and his defense against Tyler Parrish.
Yes, being able to guard Tyler Parrish is no short feat. He's had his hand full, but he's done a great job with it, as you mentioned.
The shot did go down, so it was an and one. The shot and the free throw was good, so we're at a 10-point game. And that's a missed one from Portage. Amari Evans went for the step back once again, and then the ball goes out of bounds, and it will go back to Chesterton. 41-31, 3:18 to go.
And let's note that that prior possession was Chesterton's first field goal of the entire quarter.
And for Justin Sims, he has all 5 points as he cuts into the lane, and he took too many steps. He was spinning around, and then looked like his momentum just carried him while he was holding the basketball, and the referee had no choice. But for Michael Wellman, he was struggling a little bit, picking up some fouls against Justin Sims, but right there, they're able to slow him down a little bit and see if they can get back offensively. And Sims with his third foul. He didn't think it was a foul, but from my angle, Isaiah, he definitely got Jalen Johnson with the body, pushing him towards the out-of-bounds line. And that's something we got to note going forward, is that Justin Sims only has 2 fouls to play with, and there he goes. The guy who has scored all 5 points for Chesterton in this third quarter is going back onto the bench.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge thing, and we're going to note it down right now. I think that's going to make a difference.
Inbound to Sam Wellman, twin brother of Michael Wellman. He's trying to get to his twin bro, and he does, going up against Charnetsky. Double team coming, spinning out to Clark. Clark against Parrish. Portage leading by 10. Here's the attack, denied. Swinging it around the perimeter. Evans getting into the paint. And look at that ball movement by Portage. Clark, hop step, nice pass, and the layup is up and good. Dalen Powell was down there all alone. He gets the deuce. 12-point advantage for the Indians. Chesterton is shell-shocked at the moment. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, and they're down by 12. The defending DAC champions for the past couple of seasons on the wrong end of this deficit. Charnetsky sets a screen for Ray. Haven't said his name too often. It's Gonzalez. Gets called for a travel. Took too many steps before his first dribble. And
let's take a look back at that last possession when we had Portage Powell take it up strong for the bucket. Just a great power move by the big man.
Indians lead it by a dozen. Their largest lead was 13 as they're bringing up the floor. You see Chesterton right there, Isaiah. They're trying to use some pressure to speed up the Indians. And a travel called. And was that on Clark prior to the ball getting over to Amari Evans? I'm not sure. It was a late call if it was on Clark. But either way, it's a turnover on Portage. Here's a shot from Parrish, and Parrish hasn't taken too many of those today as his shot was off. Tyler Parrish, who averages over 20 points a game, I'm not even sure if he's halfway there at the moment, as Coach Klaus will take a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here with a minute 23 to go. As you're watching Game Night in the Region on the internet at facebook.com/regionsports, youtube.com/regionsports, Instagram Live, and regionsports.com. I'm Andrew Mild, and joining me is Isaiah Grainsbury. And Isaiah, if you're a fan of Region basketball, the Chesterton Trojans are upset alert right now. Portage up by 12 with 83 seconds to go in the third quarter.
If this score held and this was the fourth quarter game about to end, this would shock a lot of people. But fortunately, Chesterton has been in these types of situations before with great coaching as well. And so it's not panic mode yet. It's not panic mode yet, but we'll see. They definitely have to fix some things if they want to come out of this battle victorious.
Coach Klaus can smell that losing streak against the Chesterton Trojans coming to an end. Of course, there's still a whole fourth quarter to go, but Chesterton, they're going to have to make some adjustments and quickly if they want to get back into this one. And you can see right now Portage trying to slow it down. Clark, lane, and he gets hit on the arm. Looks like that's going to go on Jalen Watts as Clark will go to the line. Garrett Clark having himself a good night, doing a little bit of everything for Portage, and there adding on another foul to the Trojans as Coach Urban talking to the referee. He didn't like the call. Clark gets set up, and the front end of these two free throws goes down. Back to a 13-point game. If he hits this next one, it'll be the largest lead for the Indians. And he hits them both. 91% free throw shooter. And for the Indians, for the first time, they lead by 14. Who's going to step up for the Trojans? Tyler Parrish going up against Clark, who hit those two free throws. And a foul is called. Was it off ball? I'm not sure what's going on. The referee who made the call is pointing down low. He's calling it for a bush off. And we're just now finally getting the player got called for a foul. It was on Jayshawn King down low. So Anthony Gonzalez was set up at the line. So it was off ball.
Yes. And so I think the ref initially thought probably last year's rule where 5 fouls wasn't in the bonus. And so I think he might have got a little confused right there. I mean, we've been playing by those rules for so long, but just so everybody at home knows, 5 fouls this year get you in the bonus for high school basketball.
Well, Anthony Gonzalez missed both free throws. He's now 3 for 10 on the year. That's an even 30%. In Portage, they could really extend this lead right here and send these fans very happy into the fourth quarter. Oh, man, that was exactly what they were looking for. Offensive rebound. Wellman getting down there and securing that rebound. 32 seconds, and you have to wonder if Portage is just going to hold on to it for one final shot. It looks like it. Clark by the volleyball line, playing that four corners offense. Starting to look like John Wood in UCLA. 15 seconds. No shot clock in the state of Indiana. Might be down the road. We'll see. We're at 8 seconds. Clark with the ball, getting guarded by Parrish. Going to his right, pulling up from the elbow, and that misses. Battle for the rebound. Charnetsky's going to toss it from full court. And almost hit one of the cheerleaders. The third quarter has come and gone very quickly, and it's still the same story. Portage leading it by double digits as you're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
Well, we found the band as they were taking their lunch break, and they came back. They looked at the scoreboard, and their hometown Indians are leading it by 14. And don't forget, fans, at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the game. Crowell Companies, the business professionals. Your Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. And then the Region Sports Network Play of the Game. Clark with a push shot, and it goes down. It hung up on the rim there for a while, and then it tickled the twine. 16-point lead. Wow. Sims, he's back in. Spin move, and he tosses it up, and it goes down. They're going to need a lot more from Justin Sims in this fourth quarter if they want to get back into it. A press by the Trojans. Crossover, getting into the lane. No call there as two bodies hit the floor. Numbers game for the Trojans. Parrish loses it, and he still regains it, and then he makes the shot from about 10 feet out. And all of a sudden, with just 50 seconds into this fourth quarter, it's a 12-point game again.
And we got to know Chesterton only scored 5 points in that third quarter, and they already have 4 right here in the fourth.
Shot made by Jay Sean King as they broke the press, and he ran the floor beautifully, cutting into the lane and scoring it for 2. Parrish, he just scored. Maybe that's what will get him going. He's been awfully quiet. Sims settling for a 3. Justin Sims from downtown. Can't count out the Trojans yet. So plenty of ball to go. We've seen much larger comebacks, and now Tyler Parrish reaching, and the referee got him for the foul. Just the second foul on Tyler Parrish, the senior leader of this team. Him, Justin Sims, and Nathan Nix all out on the floor right now with TJ Ray and Jalen Watts. That was the starting lineup for Chesterton. For Portage, they have most of their starters. Jay Sean King, the only one off the bench, as Jalen Watts jumps up, hits that ball out of bounds into the front row. It was all Portage in the third quarter. But with 8 minutes in the fourth quarter, Chesterton has been scoring effectively and efficiently, Isaiah, and started off.
Yes, they have been, and they're doing a great job at it by going to their stars who got them to this point.
Johnson spin, and Johnson tips it in!
We talked about it before the game. A Johnson bucket off a rebound is what Portage needs to keep them over the top.
Parrish missed a wide open Nix, hop step, and Justin Sims, watch him cook. He can't be stopped right now. He's a leading scorer for the Trojans thus far. He's got to be surpassing double digits. That was more of a ground ball type pass to Johnson out by the three-point line. Bad pass. Clark able to keep his footing. Some good passing in the corner. King's wide open. It won't go. Rebound up and good. Michael Wellman, the garbage man, cleaning up the mess. Parrish from the parking lot. Almost got lodged. Good move here by Sam Wellman. He's trying to slow down the game. They're not the ones playing the clock right now. That's the Trojans. Down by 13 is the visiting Trojans wearing the black uniforms. At first, it was back and forth. We had to catch our breath after the first quarter. Oh, look at that pass. Look at the finish. That's poetry in motion. Nathan Nix steps over the line. That'll be a turnover. Portage will get the ball right back. And Nathan Nix yelling at Jalen Watts. Chesterton is in disarray right now, Isaiah.
That's something you don't see, but it's the type of things you sacrifice when you have youth on the floor. And by youth, I mean you got guys that haven't been in this sort of situation in this sort of environment, and that's just going to come with time. Better to get the kinks out now rather than in March.
Clark is going to take a breather. Carter Kobe, the freshman guard, has checked in for him. The Portage Indians en route to getting a win here at home. Good crowd. Look at that pass down low. They've been trying to do that all night. Anthony Gonzalez was able to get the hand on the ball and force Wellman to dribble it out. Wellman to Wellman. Twin brothers. Both juniors. As they're really just sending the ball around, trying to get it down low. Michael Wellman not happy. He thought he was open. Jalen Johnson missed him. Evans will force a foul onto Chesterton. 4:03 to go. And the Indians, who possess the ball, lead by 15. We did have a score update in Crown Point, Valpo. Crown Point leading by 3 with 7 seconds to go, and Crown Point is going to get the win. That text came in right after that. They're right on top of it. So CP gets the win. They're now 5-1, and with Valpo dropping the 3-2, I believe that Crown Point may have just clinched the DAC championship in the regular season.
Yes, I think so.
Wellman down low on the post, and that's Sam Wellman not able to hit the shot. Chesterton's got to hurry. They got to look like Tom Brady in the last 2 minutes and try to score as quickly as they can. Sims going into the lane. Sims gets hit, and the shot goes down. Justin Sims putting the team on his back and trying to get Chesterton back into this game.
Let's take another look at that one. Sims just utilizing, gets bumped on the catch and still gets to the basket. Right hand finish on the left side, takes the contact and one opportunity.
Well, Nathan Nix is going to take a seat. Charnetsky in. Parrish sitting very close to his head coach, Mark Urban, who has his hands on his knees. Leaning forward, he knows these are some big minutes coming up for the Trojans. Justin Sims converting the and one opportunity. 12-point game. It seems like every time Chesterton gets to about 12 points, that's when Portage responds. Gonzalez stole the ball momentarily, but then his foot was on the out-of-bounds line. I got to say, Isaiah, these referees have called a very good game tonight. They've really not been a factor.
Yes, they have.
Numbers game. Clark, no-look pass, and Wellman's going to convert. Oh, that was beautiful. 14-point game. 3 minutes to go. Gonzalez, 3 on its way. 2 strong. Ball goes up in the air. Wellman leaps up, plucks it out of the air. His coach is going to take a timeout. And it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a 30-second break as you're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
We are back, and Isaiah, we're going to take a look at that last play. Take us through what happened right here.
Yeah, so it looks like Clark driving the floor as he does well, dishing it off to Wellman. You just love to see transition. Great players make great transition decisions, as we saw right there.
3 minutes and 1 second. That's all that separates Portage from their first win in, get this, Isaiah, 2,190 days against these Chesterton Trojans. And you and I talked about it. Portage has been on the up and up in terms of basketball after they brought in Coach Klaus, who's a graduate back in '96. He had some success at Lake Station Edison and Hanover Central. There is a hard foul. Carter Kobe went up for the shot, and that was a clear foul as he landed by the free throw line. He'll get some free throws, and Anthony Gonzalez will get the foul. But Coach Klaus, I had to read this. I took it out of the story that they wrote about him. I'm happy to be at Portage. It's a great privilege. I look forward to working with the people at Portage, and hopefully we can bring a winner to the town, and everyone will come see us play. And Isaiah, tonight we're looking at all these fans out here, and Portage has done a lot of winning recently. They can secure this win right here. They'd go 5-2 in their last 7.
The pride behind this town. I mean, you see that in a lot of communities in Northwest Indiana, but Portage is definitely one of them. Past history. The fans know about the past history, but they want to see something now. And this community is just glad to be behind a young team that fights for them night in and night out.
Justin Sims continue to do what he does best, and that's attacking the lane and drawing some fouls. He'll go to the line. They're down by 15, that being the Trojans. A lot of fans made the drive on out here. They've been awfully quiet since that 10-0 run by Portage. And after that, Isaiah, it's been all Indian since then.
Yeah, Justin Sims alone is scoring more points for Portage in the fourth quarter than they've had. For Chesterton in the fourth quarter than they've had in the whole second half. So that's pretty impressive.
He is the 8th player in Chesterton Trojans program history to score over 1,000 career points. Don't have to look too far. Who was the 7th player to do so? That was Tyler Parrish. Actually, it was just last week in the game against Michigan City where he got the ball, and Carter Kobe gets the ball down low, and he'll just turn around, put it in, and run down the floor. He was wide open. They break the press easily. Sims charged with the charge as he lowered down the shoulder. Clark hit the ground hard, and that's the 4th foul on number 4, Justin Sims.
It's just been a tough night for him. You wonder, with his scoring outburst right now, you wonder if he didn't pick up that 2nd foul in the second quarter, if that would have made a difference. But nevertheless, Chesterton getting some good quality minutes for some guys that they're going to need when sectional time comes around in a couple weeks.
Well, for these Chesterton Trojans, they have just a few more games left on their schedule. They'll play their last home game against Hammond Central coming up. Then they'll play 2 away games against Whiting and Culver. For Portage, they have 3 games remaining. They have one more conference opponent. That'll be next week against LaPorte here in this gym. There's steal. Gonzalez against Clark. And Justin Sims was able to knock it back in after it rolled out of the cylinder. Justin Sims continues to score the rock. And you're right, Isaiah. If he didn't get into foul trouble early, this is a drastically different game. Down the lane, Clark pump fake. Clark going up, and Clark gets hit on the arm. But back to Portage. 3 games left, 1 against LaPorte. They have an away game against Hebron, and then they'll close out the season against Hammond Morton on February 23rd. And then from there, we'll get ready for a very exciting time throughout the entire state, that being playoff time. And for Chesterton, they won sectionals 4 years in a row now. They just went to state a few years ago where they were 29-0. But tonight, Isaiah, there's some questions that need to be answered going forward.
There is, and it's no better time to answer it now. And either way, yes, they're going to lose significant players soon, but they do have a lot coming back as well. You know, it feels like it's been forever that a lot of these guys have been playing, and once Logan Picorni gets back in the lineup, this Chesterton team is not going to be an easy out in March.
And a foul going on to Chesterton again, and it's on Sims. Sims immediately heading to his bench as Coach Urban trying to calm him down before he goes back to the bench. Coach Urban frustrated with the referee. And Logan Picorni, who started 15 games in a row for Chesterton, not in the game tonight. And that's a good shooter right there that you are missing tonight. And for Chesterton, who's a very good at shooting the three ball, struggled tonight. They get to shoot 40% from behind the arc as a team.
Yes, and Chesterton, as the refs are conversating right now, I think they're talking about some time on the clock or the foul. So, no, the positioning. I think this is a bonus shot right here.
There is 5 fouls up on the board on Chesterton. So I think the conversation was it an offensive foul or was it a loose ball foul? And the referees have agreed that it was a loose ball foul. So that does assure Portage will get a couple more free throws, as Garrett Clark, I will say it first, he has made himself a very strong candidate for winning tonight's Crowell Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowell Companies proud to recognize the superheroes on the basketball court. Clark missing the first shot. 142 up on the board. And the only senior out on the floor right now for Chesterton is Nathan Nix, who came in for Justin Sims, who's fouled out. Tyler Parrish has been sitting for a while now. Coach Urban allowing him to take some deep breaths. And you have to wonder if maybe there's some fatigue setting in for Parrish. That ball was halfway down and rolled out on the shot from Jalen Watts. But Tyler Parrish really had to pick up the slack for the last week in 3 games against Mishawaka, Warsaw, and Michigan City, as Justin Sims was out for 2 of those 3 games. And then you have to think Sims was on restricted minutes against Mishawaka.
And that's a gauntlet right there. Those are all teams that many people around the state will be talking about in a couple of weeks, because they're all just good matchups. And so to have to go to battle without your brother, who you've been playing very well with over the last couple of years, that's a tough. But they survived it. They're going to survive tonight and get back to the drawing board, find out what's next.
First free throw was missed by Michael Wellman. The junior is averaging 13 points a game. He's had himself a good night, but overall, I have to say, it was a complete team effort tonight for Portage. Everyone did their job, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win tonight. They're up by 17 with less than 90 seconds to go. TJ Ray thought about pulling it from the parking lot. Ray, freshman, going with the left hand. He shoots it, and it banks in. Coach Urban with the timeout. Right after the shot went down, he took a timeout. Waiting to see if this is going to be a 30-second or a full. It's just a 30, so we'll stick around here as you're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Angel Mild and Isaiah Grainsbury. And if you're a fan of the Portage Indians, you've waited a long time to redeem yourself against these Chesterton Trojans. There were some sectional losses in there, some crucial losses in conference play, and they're going to give themselves a crucial win tonight. Portage will go to 3-3 in conference play. Chesterton will be bumped down to 3-3. They're going to be tied for possibly 4th place, depending on how LC and Maryville have done tonight. Valpo, they lost. They're at 3-2.
Yeah, and the DAC is tough. Yeah, we can say that as much as we have tonight, but it really is that tough. It's one of the toughest conferences in the state. And not only do they have to worry about that during conference season, but when sectionals comes around, they have to worry about that as well. So it's a gauntlet for real.
Aaron pass, Nathan Nix. It's a smart move there. Put his hands in the air and say, I'm not touching that. That's going out of bounds. And that will belong to the Trojans. As Wyman will check back in, he was taking just a quick breather. Jay-Sean King came off the bench and gave Coach Klaus some really good minutes tonight. Don't want to see him go unrecognized. As we're getting close to the final minute of this game, we thank you for tuning in, and don't forget, after the game, we have some awards to pass out, and then me and Isaiah will discuss the meat of the matter and tell you why Portage will walk away with the win. TJ Ray with the intentional foul, reaching for the ball. Evans going to the charity stripe as Portage has gone to the line an awful lot tonight. And that really frustrated Coach Irving tonight, too, as he watched his guys get in the foul trouble, and he watched Portage really get the tempo and momentum going by just going to the charity stripe and knocking down these free throws. And come March, that's going to be a huge trait that teams are going to have if they want to walk away with some titles.
Definitely huge. And Omari Evans, he's not only come up big at the free throw line today, but from behind the arc. And you can always attribute that to being able to knock down free throws. It gets your shooting form down. It just makes everything seem a lot more smooth.
Charnetsky was trying his luck, and there's no luck there. The shot won't go down. And Portage is just looking to dribble this one out. 35 seconds, but Chesterton not a team that likes to give up. And we have another foul. On the scoreboard, it stops at 5. I think we're getting closer to 10 at this rate. Clark shooting a pair once again. And man, Isaiah, you and I went into this game and we thought that Chesterton was going to have themselves a good night here on the road. It's a very tough team. They're very well coached. You said that over and over again, and I have to agree with you. And for Coach Urban, this might go down as one of the worst losses he's had since taking over this program after coming over here from being the coach over at LC for the women's team.
Yes, and a very successful career. I mean, I've learned a lot about him over the years, and this loss definitely doesn't define this team. This loss is like, this score really isn't indicative.
Johnson!
Wow.
Alley-oop! Oh, I want to fly! Talk about an exclamation point! Having ourselves a friendly conversation.
We were looking for that all night.
And Chesterton didn't appreciate that dunk. TJ Ray set down the ball, and Coach Urban walked to the end of the line. Man, Jalen Johnson with a huge dunk as the Portage faithful are rewarded, seeing their Indians get their first win in over 2,190 days against the Chesterton Trojans. They did it in front of a packed crowd. The band is going. The student section is clapping their hands. The cheerleaders are on the floor. It was a good night to be a Portage Indian, Isaiah.
Yes, it was. And let's look right back at this dunk real quick. Jalen Johnson rising up to the rafters and throwing it down.
Man, oh man. He might have just walked away with the Region Sports Network play of the game.
Easily.
But we have a couple more to give out. We're going to take a break, discuss who's going to get these rewards, and then we'll close it out here from Portage, Indiana, as we thank you for watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Another great night here in the region. Andrew Mild and Isaiah Grainsbury. And Isaiah, before we get into the meat of the matter and discuss what happened here tonight in Portage, Indiana, we have some awards to pass out. And first off, we're going to start with our Crowd Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowd Companies have offices open from 9 to 7 Monday through Friday and Saturdays to 2 o'clock in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. For me, Isaiah, it was a pretty easy pick. I have to give it to Garrett Clark.
Yeah, Garrett Clark had a heck of a game, and he did a great job just facilitating, taking advantage of Sims being off the floor, using his body to his advantage, facilitating up the floor, dishing it to his teammates. Great all-around game from Clark tonight.
Well, not only was he doing everything offensively, he also shut down one of the best scorers in the region, that being Tyler Parrish. But it was another score on the Chesterton Trojans that will walk away with tonight's Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. Boilermakers Local 374. Learn about apprenticeship programs and more at local374.org. That being Justin Sims.
Justin Sims, he did a great job tonight as well. I mean, you got to give the guy credit. Didn't play the entire second quarter and fouled out of the game and still probably ended up with 20-plus points. And so unofficially. So skill is skill wherever you put it. And Sims, he did a great job tonight, especially given the circumstances.
Well, then we have one more to give out. And this one was easy because they made our job easy. And I want to ask Zach over here, can we watch that again? Can we watch the Region Sports Network play of the game? Oh, man, here we go.
Just going down the dish from Garrett Clark and the slam. Portage fans were ballistic. This place was in straight pandemonium. That is our play of the game. I mean, you just can't ask for anything better, especially to put the cherry on top of the cupcake.
Winning their first game against the Trojans since February of 2018. Now we go into the meat of the matter. Isaiah, what did you see tonight for Portage to be able to stop this losing streak against Chesterton and get these fans talking a lot more about this men's basketball team?
They stuck together. Portage, they played smart defense. They took away the stars. They forced Chesterton to perform outside on the perimeter. Chesterton wasn't shooting as hot, and so that allowed Portage to get the rebounds, run the floor, and just take advantage on offense.
And for the Chesterton Trojans, they just lost by 21 points. That's not very common for them. Usually they're the ones winning by more than 20. What was going wrong for them? I did not expect this tonight from the Trojans.
Having your stars in shambles, whether that's just mental frustrations or foul trouble, that's not ideal situation for anybody. And having Sims out off the floor as much as he is, even when he isn't scoring, he's a presence. If he could stay on the floor, he wasn't able to do that today, coming off the floor in the first half and second quarter, and then also in the third after he picked up that third foul. But it's one of those things, you just chalk it up, go back to the drawing board, and come back better next time.
And that is the meat of the matter, courtesy of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. And we're going to wrap it up by giving up some thank yous. Big thank yous to executive producer Chris Ramirez, operations manager Rich Castillo, coordinating producer, and our producer tonight, Zach Miller. He did a great job giving you that super slow-mo of the Jalen Johnson dunk there at the end. And sports director Mike Dewan, who's here to my left, he ran camera tonight so we can get those awesome slow-mos there at the end. Our coaches tonight, Chesterton, Mark Urban, and Portage, Brian Klaus. Thank you so much. To the ADs, Jeff Hamstra of Chesterton, and for Portage, Brett St. Germain. And, of course, all the viewers who tuned in on Facebook.com/RegionSports, YouTube.com/RegionSports, RegionSports.com, and on Instagram Live. Speaking for Isaiah Grainsbury, I want to thank you for tuning in with me tonight. You did a great job, partner, and I hope they'll be working with you in the future. I've been Andrew Mild, but sending you off as this was Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Have a good weekend.